Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Hey everybody, how you doing? This is True Powers Mine. This is TPIM SR Live, baby. Yes. Just got out of meditation, y'all. Oh my God, what a powerful week we had. Didn't we, friends? We've been to the top of the mountain. We've been down to the bottom of the damn sea. And all in between. Brother Marty, welcome to the show. Peace and power. I can't even begin to tell you all the feedback I got from the Mark from Anaheim show and the Jordan Maxwell show. Yeah. Thanks. Quite literally, Brother King. Peace and power. Welcome to the show. Quite literally, brother. After the show was over, you start looking at some of the headlines in the news. Hillary Clinton calling Jill Stein now a Russian agent. You got the Chicago cop that Mark was talking about hours after the show getting busted for drunk driving. Friends, this show is having an effect, and I thank you all. You know, Rain called me over the weekend as well. Black Sunrise. And I tell you what, y'all. And I'm going to check her channel too. Brother Bird, peace and power. We're reaching them, man. We're reaching them, brother. But back to Sister Rain. If she posted this video, I am going to play it. Because it goes back to the picture you guys are seeing. The pyramid back there. When you look at the pyramid from the top view, it makes an X. X just happens to be with one of our chromosomes. Well, if you're a man, just one. If you're a female, it's both chromosomes, but it also resembles the X. I would let her explain it. Oh my God, it is powerful. It is what it is, y'all. Before the end comes, all these secrets, all this knowledge is going to come out. Before the end comes, the method to our oppression will be laid out before us. Now, I know that I'm going to jump over here to Rain's channel real quick. I know that the Mark from Anaheim video was 3 hours long. I know that was a long video, y'all. I got mixed reviews on it. Some people were like, oh my God. Other people were like, give me 3 hours more, baby. Hopefully you guys appreciate it. Mark's willingness to come. I don't think she has it up yet. I do not think she has it up yet, but we're going to jump. We're going to jump in here. No. Damn it. She doesn't have it up yet. Well, hopefully she's making it now. Because I'm telling you, when that video gets released, this channel, her channel is going to blow the fuck up. It is just going to blow smooth up. All right. Let's jump into the international news. Oh! Man, I'm remembering something. I took so many notes. Hold on, where's my notes? I'm sitting here with 4.5 pages of notes, y'all. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Wanda Broadwick, or Catherine Broadwick, the state attorney general. I don't want to get into that just yet. I do want to get into this, though. How does the United States launch astronauts into outer space? Brother Air, peace and power to you, man. When will astronauts launch from U.S. soil again? I want to put that right there. Hold on. Let me try to okay. Now the reason why I want to bring this up to you, yeah. Hey, peace and power. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you got up and you're in here. Your energy is much needed. When we look at what's going on with the dynamics, remember when we had John Lear on the show a few months ago? He stated to us, the Russians were never our enemy. Put that in your mind. Put that in the envelope. Put it in the back of your mind because we're gonna need it later on. Now check this out. We have a situation right now. We have a sitting president kind of in hot water for talking to the Ukraine presidents about quid pro quo issues. Okay. But you got to understand the big bad wolf that the Ukraine supposed to be protecting is supposed to be the Soviet Union, right? So it's the Soviet Union so damn evil. The Soviet Union so damn bad. Then why are we using them to launch our astronauts into outer space? And why are they? Why don't they? No, Americans, you just do it yourself. You guys make your astronauts fly again. Try doing that. Make your astronauts fly again. I only say this to show you guys this is the game. And the reason why I'm upset, and I'm getting really upset right now, but I'm trying to tamp it down, because young brothers and sisters are going to die in the proxy war bullshit. Aren't you tired of seeing brothers and sisters missing legs? Aren't you tired of seeing brothers and sisters coming back with their damn heads scrambled? And this is all a damn game. And us citizens would stand up and get these wicked ass politicians, these no good motherfuckers out of office, then we could save the blood of the youth. But you old motherfuckers don't want to do that shit, so the young's gonna keep on fucking dying in these goddamn proxy fucking wars. Let that sink in this morning. I received a letter last night from a young man in our military. He actually found the channel through Don Shipley's interviews, the Bud 131 channel. Well, that's no longer in existence, but that used to be his old channel, very huge channel. And he took the time to tell me thank you because he checked out a couple other videos. And I wrote back to him last night and I said, I'm going to do everything in my power to keep you safe, bud. And everybody else. I'm going to do everything in my power to get other citizens to think like me. If we go to war, damn it, it should be total war. No bullshit, no proxy, no corporations involved. Sorry, y'all. I didn't mean for that emotional outburst. Because let's remember, it's only business. It's not personal, right? But to me, damn it, it's personal, man. Also, to recap the Mark from Anaheim show, remember the question. Hopefully, the next time Mark comes on, we can kind of go into it. Remember when Mark was breaking down all the different branches of the services and who owns what? And I asked, who owns the Space Force? You see, folks, as painful as it is, our military is basically outsourced to corporations to ensure that corporate goods and resources flow throughout the world. The United States of America is the only nation in recorded history to simultaneously control all, not some, but all major commercial shipping routes. We have operations in every ocean, And we do this. Why? Don't you enjoy those flat screen TVs? Don't you enjoy the medicines? Don't you enjoy the foods? Why do you think you can go to Walmart right now and get your ass a banana? Why do you think you can go to Costco's and pick up a plantain? It's because of those shipping lanes. Love, Sister Love, welcome to the show. Peace and power. I'm not, my mind's everywhere right now. Yeah, I'm just jumping back and forth. Also, I just want to let you guys know, mankind built the pyramids. I know this is totally different than what I was just talking about, but this is I want this really to sink in. The reason why you're hearing all the alien conspiracy and blah blah blah, everything with aliens, everything outside, because once again, brothers and sisters, if you knew the power in that, if you knew how to harness that, you want to talk about liberation. Liberation first begins in the mind. Once your mind is free, once you can truly think clearly, because don't forget, once again, the brainwashing is strong. The indoctrination is thorough. Those brothers and sisters caught up in it are completely immersed psychologically. I mean, let me ask y'all this. Have you guys ever, anybody, have ever started a new job? And within a week of starting a new job, you're actually dreaming about work. You're actually in your subconscious state. You're actually dreaming about the procedures, about how they do things at this new job. Once you start dreaming about a thing, that lets you know it's in you for real. See, I've been dreaming about liberation for a long, long time. I've been dreaming about a way of helping humanity overcome these hurdles, because without help, we're not getting over the hurdles, Brother Fred. Brother Air, without a hand up, there's no way. Now I want to hold on one second. Let me pop this back up, because it was hopefully it should be on my history list. Hopefully. And see, I have been looking at my old shit. Hold on. That was actually quite a bit. Brother Ken and those damn keys, man. Hold on. We have to hold on. We'll play this real quick.
Gotta hold your own nuts. You gotta hold your own nuts. You gotta hold your own nuts. You got to hold your own nuts. Hold your own nuts. Gotta hold your own nuts. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's what I got out of listening to Tariq's latest show. You gotta hold your own nuts. You gotta hold your own nuts. Because if you're not capable for me, I'm not capable for you. You got to hold your own nuts. You got to hold your own nuts. So, yeah. Shout out to Dashy, the video game player. This guy makes me laugh. Sometimes I'm feeling down and I watch his show and I laugh and it cheers me up. So, thank you to Mr. Dashy for your videos. I really appreciate the Mario Maker videos. They crack me up. but you got to hold your own nuts. You got to hold your own nuts. Hold your own nuts. You gotta hold your own nuts. You got to hold your own nuts. Yes, indeed. Hold your own nuts. That's what I've been hearing about. Because when it comes to immigrants, illegal or legal, when it comes to black people, we kind of get dissed by them. While at the same time, something happens to them, we kind of are known for caping for other groups. But how often is it that you see other groups cape for black people? Haha. So in the latest story of this Guatemalan woman who's getting deported back to Mexico, or Guatemala, wherever she's from, she got to hold her own nuts. She got to hold your own, and that's for everybody. Hold your own nuts. You got to hold your own nuts. You got to hold your own nuts. Because we got to hold ours. Because they're already talking about passing, or they just got done. The President Trump administration just signed an executive order that's going to target some black people. You hear stuff like gang members and drug dealers. Normally they talk about black people. And whoever they say is a drug dealer or a gang member. Just because you might not actually be one doesn't mean that you might not be accused of being one. You got to hold your own nuts. Hold your own nuts. That's all I got to say. All right, peace.
Ken, brother Ken, just cracks me up. But what he's talking about goes along with before the end. If we run around here, Brother Bob, Rewards Club, we run around here and welcome to the show, champion everybody else's issues or everybody else's deal, while you're on their side fighting for them, who's fighting for you? Don't forget, brothers and sisters, this is a war of attrition. Quite literally. And the guy with the most bucks is ultimately going to win. The guy with the most resources is going to win. The group with the most money, going to win. So how do we defeat this thing? How do we really defeat this thing? And I'm telling you right now, it's only through unity. It's only through good, decent folks banding together and saying, look, you ass wipes, we're not going to live in this world that you guys are trying to put together, or that you guys have already put together, or that you're just dominating and oppressing people in. Because at the end of the day, most people just want to live their little lives. They want to believe what they want to believe. They want to grow old and die. Yes, Tate, we are the dogs in this fight, unfortunately. But many of us don't realize that a lot of times we try to bite at the wrong person. Like Bubba Dick Gregory said. Even if they liked you, the white folks that you hate couldn't even help you. Because they're powerless as well. Unless you can pick up that damn phone, y'all, or log onto this damn computer, y'all, and hit a couple of keys and make major stock moves, make small countries crumble or come up, you ain't shit. Being white is truly an attitude. And if you don't have the big bucks to back up that attitude, then guess what, my friend? You may appear to be white. You may look white, but you're really not white. Now, I know that a lot of people are hoping for that second Fuhrer to come through to save their ass. But just like aliens ain't coming for us, another Hitler ain't coming for you. I already told you who's going to be the next big dog. I'm not for sure on his ethnicity exactly, but I'm going to tell you the baseline of it. All groups of people, every last one of them, are going to willingly submit to this dude. And using them and their collective force, he's going to be able to infiltrate all of the old organizations. He's going to be able to infiltrate all the old power structures, crush them from within, and his people will rise as one nation to take over the whole damn nation or whole damn planet. You see, a gentleman told me a long time ago the concept of the Uberman is in us all. Everybody wants to better themselves. You look at a pretty, beautiful model. She looks in the mirror and she sees nothing but her faults. She don't see her beauty. So therefore, everybody wants this ideal of being super or over natural or just better state than what they are. Do you know how many black folks would have worked for Hitler if he would have just showed just a little bit of consideration? Like, you know what? We're just not going to totally, we'll accept you, boy. Come on. Yeah, I was the boss. Do you know how many Chinese people would have worked for Hitler if he just would have showed a little consideration? We're not really out to get you. We're out to get these international yeah, I was the boss. That's the game. Many of us are so broke down, just a pat on the head and maybe a plate of beans is all you need for their loyalty. And I mean straight loyalty, brother Air. I'm talking about some House of Cards type loyalty. Remember that show, House of Cards? You had the president, you had this little chief of staff. This motherfucker was going to take a murder rap for dude. This motherfucker's straight up digging holes, putting bodies in it for dude. All it takes is 100 or so people, man. And you can take one individual, and those 100 people truly believed in their leader. Boy, you ain't going to stop that. And that's what I wish and sincerely hope that people would get in their head when it comes to these issues. A personal sovereignty, group safety, and financial viability. We are in a war of attrition. And when I say we, I'm not just talking to us black folks. I'm talking to all folks. Whether you realize it or not, you're in the battle too. But of course, a lot of us are so delusional we can believe that, well, true, my boss is a elitist and I'm his right-hand man. Jesus, yeah. The earth is overpopulated, right? So technically, labor should not be an issue, right? Really, when you think about it, the earth is overpopulated, so labor should not be an issue. My one, peace and power, brother. Welcome. But since we're rapidly developing AI and robot for labor, I'm just gonna say it plain, as if you're quite literally retarded. Please don't be offended, long-term users. But this is for the new people. Here it is on a platter, straight in your face. If you're not in certain bloodlines, and they will be able to hit you with a genetic machine to tell if you are or not, then you're not even viable as a fucking human being. You are a waste of space. You are taking up air that a more deserving creature should be intaking. You're eating food that a worthier human being should be eating. And just overall, they just don't like you. And they'll never accept you and they'll never treat you right. To a certain degree, I'm not going all the way down to David Icke, John Lear or Jordan Maxwell wrote. But we are dealing with people who may believe that they're from another planet. I ran into, believe it or not, check this out. I ran into this little white dude. He was like, I guess, urbanized, But he was breaking down his little DNA. He was like, this German, this English, this. And he's like, and they found 3% DNA in me that, it must be from outer space. Now, at the time, I really wasn't hip on all of what I'm hip on now. And now it's coming to me. That night, I quite literally entertained a hybrid alien. The dude had a DNA test done. He knows there's 3% of his DNA. And you guys can look this up. There's certain DNA that's just not mappable. It's like it does quite literally come from outer space. As we start getting more, let's say, DNA savvy, and more people start getting tested, we're going to find more and more of these anomalies. Why do you think the Men in Black movies coming out? Why do you think all these sci-fi movies in general came out over the past 60 years? Because they're trying to get us used to the concept. Not only is alien DNA real, but it's superior. So therefore, if a human being, sort of like in down there, like in Kemet or in the Caribbeans, where you had the colonizers come in, they mate with people, the colonizers, the original colonizers leaves, but the ones who were left behind, they take the mantle on as the oppressor. They take the mantle on as the gatekeeper. They're trying to get in our human brains and get us to think, my God, I'm so pitiful. I'm 100% human. I wish I was cut with palladium. Oh, I wish I was cut with whatever. Remember that show Alienation? I do. I do remember it. Why is this? Exactly. 1 WMN of phrase. I don't know what that is, but I like your comment. Why is it superior? Is it because someone says so? Or is it because people with that blood bring out atomic bombs? People with that blood brings out the will. People with that blood brings out fire. People with that blood brings out technology to oppress other people, because the only reason why is because their mind is set on oppression. And let's face the facts. Praise. We worship that which can kill us on this planet, in this culture of death. The reason why you don't want to mess with the Mexican cartels is because they could kill you. The reason why you don't want to mess with the Sicilian mob is they can kill you. The reason why you don't want to mess with, well, FBI, CIA, DOD, NSA, ONI, ONI, any of those groups is because, yes, once again, they can kill you. And Brown, I do remember V. That was the reptilian aspect. There's apparently 7 major high races out there, and then there's a multitude of others. Even Professor Griff told us there's many more planets in this little solar system than the, 9 that they tell us? Let's see. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. No, I think it's Uranus and Neptune. And then it used to be Pluto before that man had it reclassified. I don't need no super Earth, I only need this Earth. See, this is the fallacy of it all. You want to literally go to outer space and do what? Pay for your air? Because it ain't going to be free. Pay for your water? Because it ain't going to be free. Pay for your food? Because it ain't going to be free. You want to go to space for what? You want to go to another planet for what? To get that little chemical or little little ore for some corporation to make some sort of product? I don't need to go nowhere, dude. This is the reality. This is the enlightenment Buddha's talking about. I got everything right here. The only thing I need to do is get the gatekeepers away from my resources. That's all. I don't even really have a desire to want to go out to outer space. For what? This is why they have pumped sci-fi on us. This is the reason why they pumped Stargate and all this other crap on us. So we can go into outer space and take somebody else's shit like we take each other's shit down here on Earth. I want to be free on my home planet, my people's place of origin that I'm aware of. There's a reason. Even if it comes to find out, the reality is we're all different aliens of some sort. There's a reason why our ancestors left that kingdom or left that empire. There's a reason why it's almost set in those of us who are real to want to have freedom, have peace of mind, peace of say. Now, I need to get into some of this news. Not news, but stuff that you won't hear on the news, actually. I want you to bring forth BRICS in your mind. BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. I want you to bring that into your mind. Big Pimpin', welcome to the show. Peace and power to you, brother. Because I say the sci-fi stuff from when I get John and Jordan on at the same time. It'd be the JJ show. JJ Tate. We have to understand when you look at China and India, you're damn near talking about 40% of the world's populace right there in those two markets. You look at Russia, you're talking about huge swaths of untapped natural resources in the east and to the north in that country. You look at South Africa, it's just a gateway to the rest of Kemet, the southern gateway. And you look at Brazil, once again, it's a gateway into South America. So let's break this shit down strategically, folks. BRICS, what does it represent? An economic cabal or alliance between two port countries for huge natural resources, one being Africa, the second one being South America. Now it's coupled with 40% damn near of the global populace biomass being India and China. And then it's coupled with the technology. And once again, you could say, oh, the Russians are shit. I get it. But right now, as of October 21st, 2019, if it wasn't for a Russian, we don't get shit into outer space. While we're busy running around here talking about ISIS, while we're busy running around here talking about illegals, why do you think they're probably running up from South America? Who do you think are funding all those crazy ass groups down there? Do you think it could be BRICS? Gee whiz, Brother West, welcome to the show. Do you think it could possibly be BRICS funding these organizations to cause destabilization so they can come in with, when everything hits crisis, they can come in with normalization with their tanks and their corporations? Do you think that could possibly be the overall game plan? So keep on looking at the brown people. Get rid of them and all of our problems are solved. Yippee-yay, motherfucker. Keep on thinking on that fucking level, and you're going to find your ass 100 years from now talking about, yeah, you know, America used to be. You'd be like that old drunk at the bar talking about when I went to state and football team, we were, man, the shit, that was like fucking 20 years ago, motherfucker. What you doing now? Put my nickels together so Russia can send some astronauts to outer space. You have to see, folks. You really, really, really see. Because I don't want, and I'm being honest. I don't want you all to come away thinking the wrong thing from this show. I mean, I know I pump in a lot of motivation and a lot of, good vibes, man. I really sincerely do. But I don't want you to think that we're out of the woods and we're safe just because we have access to information. I don't want you to think that you don't have to pick up the bayonet and carry on, brother or sister. Because in this battle, all sexes are welcome. Sexes who want liberation, sexes who want individual freedom. Because up until lately, all we have been doing is getting passed from one leader to the next, one leader to the next, one group to the next group. That's why right now the country's at the top level, and I probably shouldn't even talk about it, but I'll just scoot across it a little bit. But there quite literally is a war in the intelligence community. Sister Rain talks about it, but not directly in that way. She talks about it in terms of the Aryan Nazi and the Zionist Jew. Both are basically run by different alien factions. Now, I'm not trying to get into all that. I like to keep it simple. Because like Trump says, I love stupid people. I love intelligent people. I love people in general. I'm a big fan of humanity. And I'm going to tell it again, brothers and sisters who are strong and brothers and sisters who are intelligent. You do humanity no service by using your gift to oppress the weak. You're just as bad as those racist ass aliens. Human first. Now let's go to the news, because oh my God, the reports I've been getting, y'all. And once again, I do want to thank all my friends from overseas. Hopefully my accent of English isn't too hard for you to understand. I know I do use slang sometimes. That's why I'm trying to clean up my vocabulary so that it could be more of a universally appreciated message. And it's important for me to get these thoughts to you in a concise, precise way. Now, a lot of you guys notice, well, Drew, how come you don't be talking about like what everyone else is talking about? Well, if I did, then this show would be pointless now, wouldn't it? I like to talk about things you won't hear about, things you won't be, nobody will be, a lot of people don't talk about these issues. They don't touch politics. They don't touch religion. They don't touch spirituality. They don't touch, whatever. They pretty much stick to whores, drugs, and murder. Whores, drugs, and murder. That's what you're going to get a lot. Now, I don't understand the significance of Winnie the Pooh other than he's orange and the Chinese. But let's just go through here real quick and see what the heck is this? I'm going to do a breakdown. An African journey. I'm going to do a breakdown on this. I have to. Sometimes I just come to a spot and the spirit hits me and I'm just like, you know what? We're doing this. Let's do this. We got high-speed internet today. We'll give a mad shout out to the Most High. There is only one God of the universe, y'all. There's only one. Never forget. Of course, all you got to do is look in the mirror and remember. Because there's only one of you. There's only one God. All right. Let's oh, come on. Man, These advertisements are just killing me, dude. They're just killing me. They're killing it. I can't even hear this shit. Okay, let's see what the prince of let's see what Her Majesty's grandson is up to. The Queen of Malta. What's up, P? Welcome to the show. It was on, but did NBC give you the True Powers Mind breakdown, Brother Air? Just joking. Come on. Oh my God. So they're gonna hit me. Oh, I gotta change that because they'll hit me with a copyright. You can't play any type of commercials, yeah. I'm just letting you know. And that's like just perfectly behind there. Oh, come on, man. How do I know when the commercial's over? Yeah, I got played by the rules. Oh, to the troll. I would assume that there's a troll or two in here because there's 5 likes and 27 people. But to the trolls, man, come on, y'all. Quit the hate. Join the movement. Join us. We'll be stronger. Don't you want to be free, troll? Don't you want to be liberated? To live the life you want to live? Everyone essentially sovereign citizens? All right, let me join us, man. Hold on. Shit. Oh my God.
Listen, it's been really obvious on this talk your love of this continent. Is this a part of your future, do you think? Do you intend to spend more?
Hell no, he don't intend to sit. Hold on. I'm glad they pump it like that. Hell no, he don't intend to stay in O'Kimmon. His ass can't survive. He'll turn into the fucking Red Lobster, dude. He's just there. Well, let's just see why he's there.
More time here, even live here perhaps for a while?
I don't know where we could live in Africa.
Damn, he sounds dense. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But he sounds dense. He has like maybe that's just too much of the same genetic tree line. I don't know. Maybe it's good he got the, and when you see old girl by other girls in Africa, it's really weird. Harry's not the Queen's grandson. The hell, he's not the Queen's grandson. Prince Charles is his daddy. Prince Charles came out of Queen's vagina. He came out of Diana's vagina. That is indeed the Queen's grandson. Hold on. No, true. Wait, Big Pimpin', I'm calling you out. I'm putting the spotlight on you, brother. Now you have to drop the goodies. Now you guys share the info. That's why Diana was killed. So you got some information saying that his birth certificate has been altered? Because to the uninitiated, brother, yeah, that's the Queen's grandson. Brother David, Mo up. What's up? Peace and power. Now let's continue. Listen to
me. You know, just come from Cape Town.
Yeah.
That would be an amazing place for us to be able to base ourselves.
Yeah.
Of course it would.
Yeah, if Cape Town had more water. Why you want to base your town or your headquarters in a place that's as dry as an old woman's womb? Why would you want to do that? That's not accept me. His voice. There's something in his voice and eyes. I'm not trying to defame him at all. I'm not trying to shame him, but he comes across, and this is just an opinion. And last time I checked, I can still give my opinion. He comes across as a kind of a dense guy. Maybe that's what, someone souped him up back when he was a kid. Hey, wear this Hitler outfit. It'll be the shit. Okay. Dumb motherfuckers, man. Let's play.
But with all the problems that are going on there, I just don't see how we'd be able to really make as much difference as we want to without the issues and the judgment of how we would be with those surroundings. I think it's very hard.
He wanted to say natives so bad. He wanted to say natives. How come we don't keep his ass, up there in Buckingham Palace? Hasn't England done enough help? Look what they helped in India. They helped in South. You know what? When I start thinking about that, BRICS is basically what South Africa used to be a commonwealth, so did India. What about, and China to a certain degree was a commonwealth after the Boxers' Revolution. That's 3 on the England fucking bandwagon. And then you have Turkey. Oh my God. Before I continue with him, I know we're just jumping everywhere. I want to keep this, I try to keep it a little more 1, 2, 3, but we're going like 1, 24, 35, back to 17, up to fucking 23, and then down to 5. Turkey. What is the real problem with Turkey, Yao? They're a part of NATO, right? But Turkey is not on the EU currency. Hold on, let me jump right here real quick. We'll go back to the good prince because I don't even want, I don't want to do a bash fest. What currency does Turkey use? There it is. 1 Turkish dollar is basically 17 cents of a US dollar. How come Turkey isn't on the EU? They should have. And what is South Africa on? And the real Brazil. Damn, it's like they got all the BRICS currencies right here. You got the rand in South Africa, the Brazilian real, the Indian ruby, the South Korean won, and Bitcoin. That's weird. You got 1, 2, 3 members of BRICS. So the intel that I've gotten, guys, and I know it's incredibly hard to believe because I don't even want to acknowledge it myself, but I'm going to share. The real factors in World War III basically is going to be China, Russia, EU, the big 3, versus United States, Japan, which will backstab us halfway through, and Great Britain. Gregory Berg, peace and power to you, brother. Welcome to the show. Ryan Dickerson, welcome to the show. Peace and power. Maybe Powell, welcome to the show. Thoughts on Germania? Well, maybe the thoughts on Germania is right here. The euro. Germany's won. Germany has united Europe under one monetary system. I, for one, am ashamed that after World War I, the world didn't learn its lesson. After World War II, the world didn't learn their lesson. Perhaps, after World War III, the remnant of the world that will be left, hopefully we will have learned our lesson. I intend to survive this shit. I don't know about you guys, but I intend to survive. That's why I have survivor videos to show you guys how to make basically primitive gas masks using coffee filters, whatever's readily available. what foods to put in your survival pack, what guns to carry with you, how to not pack yourself down like a damn pack mule and get maybe 20 or so miles from your base of operation, fall out. You got to be light and you got to be flexible. And more importantly, you have to critical think. Oh man, this message is ever since that show, man. Damn, I just been getting messages after messages. You know, I told Mark the other day when I talked to him, I go, having you on the show is like hitting the lottery. You start getting messages from motherfuckers you haven't heard from in years. Oh, my emails fucking slam, y'all. Fucking slam. And I get it. Shogun, welcome to the show. Peace and power. I get it. The New World Order will collapse all currency. Sincerely, Brian, welcome to the show. You need to be here more often. I like the way you think already. You need to, you're around a bunch of awakened people. If you get tired of other places, you're always welcome here, brother. See, this is what I'm talking about. We're only going to get help the way we're going. Unlike a lot of shows, I'm not into some little narrow niche. Damn. I'm not into some little narrow niche. I want, because I understand the spirit is telling me, y'all, it's screaming to me. We have to have all representation of humanity in this. If not, liberation doesn't even matter. If not, you're not even talking about fucking liberation. All you're fucking talking about is a change of hats. I'm talking about wiping that whole motherfucker away so that humanity can really flourish. But a lot of people ain't hearing that. A lot of people are still in the pain and suffering mode, and I get it. But while you're trying to get vengeance on past deeds, man, I'm marching to the fucking future. As you guys are trying to right wrongs of the past, I'm trying to make a brighter future. Fuck the past. Let the past deal with the past. I'm going to fucking make a brighter future for me and my people. And who are my people? My people are whoever believes in freedom and whoever believes in true humanity. Whoever recognizes there are things outside the earth, y'all, that means us nothing but oppression and enslavement. Where do you think mankind learned this behavior from? Y'all ain't trying to hear me today. Y'all are not trying to hear what I got to say today. Because it's been said so many times prior to me showing up. They didn't want to hear it. The next generation didn't want to hear it. It's as if we believe the lie in some way, somehow. We're going to go from the bottom of the deck all the way up to the top because we can kill a fucking beast of the field. We can pop a bird in the air. We can snatch a fish from the fucking sea. Motherfuckers, there's things out there that can destroy whole planets like that. There's things out there that can quite literally possess you like that. See, this is why I understand religion does have a place, because only when things are written down in a form that everyone understands, and hopefully that understanding doesn't change over time, can you detect when things have possessed a leader or possessed the king, because he's acting out of the law, that the law is supposed to be there to ensure that every person gets a piece of the pie. But the damn thing's gotten so corrupted now that even the laws are corrupt. Lies become truth. Only saying once, brother Shogun. Lies become truth. And let's get back to this breakdown. It's only a minute.
A place to live when you know what's going on, and then you're sort of again slightly disconnected from it. So look, the rest of our lives, especially for our life's work, will be predominantly focused on Africa, on conservation.
Yeah, stop. Why don't you conserve this shit up there in England? Huh? Where you can see, you gotta understand the code, y'all. He's talking to his future gen. Yeah, we gotta make sure that we conserve these resources is really important. To whom? To the people who have to live around lions, tigers, and fucking bears and fucking rock snake pythons. It's important to them that their babies can't run out and play because heaven knows what could come up and eat them. No, it's important to you, Mr. Prince, so that your fucking grandkids can come to Africa when shit's really tight and get those resources at that time. That's all conservation is about. It's not about you or me, Brother David. It's about future motherfucking rulers being able to break into that fucking area and get the natural resources out so the fucking empire can continue. They think we're a pack of fucking fools. And I guess many of us are. Because I doubt very seriously before I said that any of you guys even contemplated that. Why do you think we got all these damn state and federal parks all up in America? And then you hear stories from time to time, certain corporation gets to go on there and pull something out. Another corporation gets to go on there and pull. That shit is to ensure that your broke ass can't buy that land and sell those resources to the fucking corporation that top dollar. That's why we have lobbyists. And speaking of lobbyists, right here, Ashley Turton, Turton. Look her up. Because now you'll probably start seeing, after you check her out, the correlation between lobbyists, big energy companies, and political groups. The game plan for California, if you don't know this, the reason why they're having the blackouts out there, because the major companies that own the electrical company now, they also own the solar companies now. So, yep, it's time to move to solar panels, Before they own that, nope, solar's, fuck, what are you going to do in a sunless day? See, we're being played right and left. And you watch. Once the not the automotive industry, but the oil industry gets more comfortable with these electric self-driving cars, and they start owning the manufacturing of that, then all of a sudden, gas has been bad. Man, we knew that gas was bad. We knew that those vapors coming out your tailpipe was causing people asthma. We knew those vapors coming out your tailpipe was giving people cancer. We knew that shit. But we just didn't give a shit. But now we care. We care now because we're a changed company. We changed their name and everything. So all those class action suits don't mean shit. See, we got to get out of this mode, man, of thinking just because you're wrong, you sue somebody and it's all good. Your son gets popped. He had his hands up. Your son gets popped. All that shit gets suppressed. Now we're going to come and try to do a civil thing and get a couple of bucks. Especially when you're suing a city. Because all you're ultimately doing is hurting people who would be getting resources from that city fund. But no one's hearing me, man. Nobody wants to hear that old shit. No, they want to hear that wicked shit. No, man, these motherfuckers need to pay. They pay. How the fuck they gonna really pay if they still oppressing? Shit, if you really want to make them pay, take away their fucking power. Take that shit. Let's continue what this good Prince is talking about.
There are 19 Commonwealth countries or something.
19 Commonwealth countries. 19 Commonwealth countries and Kemet still. 19. Let's continue, man.
Across this continent. So there's a lot of things to be done. There's a lot of problems here, but there's also huge potential solutions.
No, there's this huge potentials for profits. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. Now I'm going to jump back to this other news because my spider senses tell me something's happening. And I'm not talking about Winnie the Pooh, man. That is so creepy. Every time I see that dude, America embraces the wisdom of being nobody. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing like being comfortably numb, because I need to know how much of a check y'all need to write today, because I know it's going to be more than 180,000. I'm sure of that. Hold on. New 100% hookah tax sparks fury. I always told you Goldilocks was a thug, but no one's hearing me. Hold on. This guy just looks this insane. CBS rating news. Check this out. Hold on. Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys what's happening. I'm going to show you guys what's happening down there in Haiti. All right. Shit you probably won't see. Look at all those. I wish I made this darker. Hold on. Look through my fingers. You see all that? That's all people. That's all people. Here's the, I'm posting the link. Look at that. Look at this filthy energy. The title of this video: Artist joins the Haiti's uprising against the neo-colonial system. This isn't just happening in Haiti, yeah. The only reason why I know this because I get basically I got a proclamation. It is official. We have confidential informants now from all over the planet, from all over the globe. There's protests right now going on in Tibet. There's going on in Hong Kong. There's going on in Chile. They're going on in Venezuela. They're going on in South Africa. They're going on in, obviously, well, you shouldn't know this, but the Gaza Strip. They're going on in India. They're going on in Haiti. The world is waking up, slowly but surely. There's more Brother Ryans out there than you can count. There's more Brother Davids out there than you can count. There's more brother and sisters out there on point than you can count, yeah. Boy, in France, yes, Vixen, thank you. And welcome to the show, 99. Lebanon and France, too. Like I said, if we would just come together, listen, we are separated, true enough, by seas of fucking idiots. We are. But there's enough of us that are on point. All it takes is a handful of us, and we can set this thing free. Bust the dam. Finally, take that hill. But we're not going to do it if we don't recognize we're in a war of attrition. All these beautiful people here, all these beautiful, beautiful human beings right here, they only got a limited time to make this happen because you know why? They got to eat. They got to sleep. Some needs medication. That's the war of attrition we all find ourselves in. And everything they need to eat, everything that they need for medication is already on the mothership called Earth. You don't got to look towards the stars. I mean, you should. It would kind of be nice to be able to leave the planet from time to time and check this, space tourism in a way. But I'm telling you, once you live here, you're going to be totally at the mercy of the corporation because corporation will have your food, it will have your shelter, it will have your air, and it will have your water, it will have your clothing. All that shit will be tied to the corporations because these countries will come and go. That's why I say corporations. The countries that we know of will come and go. There's already been 40 or so countries gone in my lifetime. Used to be on the map. We are the power, man. We are the victory. But until we see it for what it is, and we can look to the past for inspirations, I'm not against that. But one thing about the past that always kept me in focus is one thing my sociologist teacher told me back in college. If the good old days were so damn great, then why are they gone? People don't want to hear that, man. Because a lot of people are caught up in these fantasies. A past glory. Past power. Why is it gone? Because it's time for us to make a new past for somebody's future. We are the creators of the past for someone's future. If you don't realize that, we got a long ways to go. I want to show more of these brothers and sisters. Now, they're just playing music. But I want to get a sense of this energy. Yeah, that's a lot of people. I just can't help but to dance, man. This makes me just want to bounce around. Hold on. I saw something in the sky. Oh, that must be the lamp post right there. All right, never mind. Vixen 99. I want to officially invite you to share more live streams with us. I like your comments. I hope you hopefully this won't be your last time visiting us on these live shows, and I hope you stick around and share more of your thoughts with us because I appreciate them. Elites have been stealing money from Haiti through the Clinton Foundation for the earthquake and hurricanes, through the Red Cross. There is a video showing hundreds of black boxes full of cash Haiti never got. You can't hide no more. There's so many eyes out here, so many people sharing information, they can't hide the shit no more. That's why I love people like Vixen, people like Mark, people like John, people like Jane Elliott, who are willing to share their information, so we all can get a better view of the landscape. Now, Vixen 99 is straight up right. You got Hillary Clinton, right? Miss, I got hot sauce in my purse, yeah. Well, good. You're a thug. So now it shouldn't come to any shock that you do thuggish type shit, like steal from people in need. Like murder people who bring out information against you. Now, I'm not saying the Clintons do that. I'm saying this is the behavior of thugs. This is what thugs do. Now, I'm not saying that she's doing that, because, you know, I don't want to end up on that serving plate because I got more shit to do. But just do a little of your own research, not listening to me, as erratic as I am today, or any of the past guests. Listen to yourself. Damn it, this is what the show's about, man. The show is not about just sitting back and waiting for the next great guest or the next great punchline or the next great thought to come through the channel. No, this channel is here to inspire you, brother, you sister, to be your own researcher, be your own leader. So when you ally with us, you make an alliance with us, you are strong. That's what this damn show's about. It's about creating a new network of people working for common cause and purpose. Liberation. I got so many emails, brothers and sisters. The new email is damn near as bad as the old one. Like I said, I'm not bullshitting. When I had Mark on suddenly the floodgates open up on the back door. I tried to start reading these emails, y'all, but some of the questions, dude, some of the questions. Now, I know one was a straight up troll. Because I chuckled. Hopefully you're a troll. And if you're not a troll, if you're just a young person, please do not take what I'm about ready to say any kind of way. I don't mean no disrespect against you, but you got to understand my point of view. I take anybody who takes the time to write me a note or send a letter, I take the time to read it. Because you put energy, send that energy to me, I'm going to accept it. And I try to answer back every email. But this is what this man said, or woman. They said, "Dear True Powers Mind, thank you for all that you do. The next time that Mark's on, could you please ask them," and this is where I think that this has to be a joke, "is there any way a ham sandwich can evolve into a sentient being?" Now, that's just like a sample of some of the crazy emails I got, man. Now, brother, sister, whoever wrote that, if you're listening, please forgive me, man. I cannot ask Brother Mark that on no fucking live show when I have him on. For one, come on, man. A ham sandwich evolving into it. And I know where you got that from. When Mark said, you know what they say about indictments or a grand jury, and they know what they say about grand jury. A grand jury can indict a ham sandwich. So, you know, honestly, that could be someone from overseas. Maybe they think ham sandwiches or some way we think they're real people. I don't know. But the thing is, some of these questions, you know, Mark is not, I'm not going to try to say what he is or not. I'm just saying he's not an oracle. He's not like, you know, the Oracle of Delphi, where he just can go into a little chamber and you can ask him, you know, whatever. Evil Genius, welcome to the show. Peace and power. I'm glad you made it here. We got to stay on point. And granted, yeah, I'll be the first one to admit, I'm holding my hand up quite literally right now. I am the first offender of not following a script. All right, we come up with a script back in the old days when it used to be me and Dimebag doing the other morning show. We kind of come up with a script, and I'll be the first one to deviate and just go wherever. I'm sorry, Al. It's like, how can I say it? When I get on the show, man, I am inspired by the source, by the spirit, by the Most High, and I just give myself totally into that, and I just let it flow. And obviously, it has been producing some relatively good results. But you got to understand what chatters like Brother Shogun is trying to point to us. CRISPR equals Nephilim, which equals super soldier. I don't know if any of you guys ever hunt before, but if you ever take a 30-06 and you put that crosshair right there behind the front hind quarter, just a smidge down, and you pull the trigger, you're gonna drop that, or not the hind, not the hind, but the front leg. I'm looking at the deer like from the head is on your left hand side and the ass is on the right hand side, right? Right there in the front leg on the side profile of the deer. That front leg, you go back maybe like between 5-6 inches, kind of in your head, and you put that crosshair like at the very bottom, but you go all the way up to where it's just a little bit above where you see that crease and the body comes, and you pop that damn deer right there. That thing's gonna drop. It ain't gonna run. It's gonna drop because you pop that hard. The weaponry that we have now, we do not need super soldiers, Shogun. I know you're against it, but there might be people who are for it. We do not need genetically enhanced individuals to give them quote unquote unfair advantages, because once you start making genetically modified people, you are essentially creating the what? Uberman. And if they have testable, objectable, verifiable improvements to the normal human form, then you just made a master class of individuals who, sure enough, yeah, my genetics is far superior than yours. We need the DNA that we have now, because as viruses and bacteria mutates, I think a lot of these hybrids that they used to have in Kemet, they used to have ancient years and years ago, they died out because their body was not able to mutate because it was off its natural genetic song. Your DNA is like a song. It's being sung from the moment it came into existence all the way passed down to you. It's a song. Once you break that song and you take it somewhere else, it cannot pick up. If I start singing Billie Jean is not my lover, and then right in the middle of it, I start singing Yankee Doodle Dandy, it's kind of hard for me to go back to Billie Jean at the same tempo and at the same pace. It's going to be off track. What did Jordan Maxwell say about aliens? Good or bad? Well, Anthony, in a nutshell, they're indifferent. Aliens have their different agendas. Some, and once again, Anthony, and welcome to the show, Anthony G. By the way, peace and power. This show's all about critical thinking and getting us to a higher plane of thought. You got to understand the mere concept of good and bad when applied to just our interactions with things is always on our point of view. If an alien came up and smacked the shit out of me, that's bad. If an alien came up and gave me a device to make a new medicine, well, that's good. But it's only from my point of view. What's up, Bay? Welcome to the show. Peace and power. But yeah, for the most part, and I'm kind of say this coded for a couple of reasons there, Anthony. For one, I don't want to get in any more hot water than what I potentially have. Because like I said, this past week, the shows, once those who really monitor actually listen to basically all 6 hours of those two programs alone. Wow. We have let out some jewels in the past, basically 5 days. The past 5 days, some real jewels of information have been released from this channel for free. Only because I know the first step in the journey of liberation requires for people to be informed, well informed, truthfully informed. Because if you're operating on faulty intel, you're guaranteed to fail your mission. Guaranteed. 100%. Now, while everybody was tripping on Elijah Cummings' death and all this shit, I'm trying to liberate people's brains. And for those who are really shedding major tears for Mr. Cummings, you better realize he was one of the ones that were trying to push prostitution being legal. So now we're going to have a country full of fucking potheads and whores and pimps. And it's all cool. Now your daughter or son can aspire to be a sex worker. See how they changed it to sex worker. They work for sex. I mean, shit, you guys didn't see that train coming when they released that fucking pornography back in the day. They're actors. The bitch is getting jizzed on by 18 dudes. That ain't acting. That's a whore that we are videotaping doing her job. But nobody sees it like that. No, that's just entertainment, True. Don't be so fucking prudish. Don't be so higher, so holier than thou. Because I tell it like it is. See, this thing has been creeping along insidiously. Creeping along. Now it's starting to get so outrageous. Like Mark said, even Ray Charles can see the shit. That is not the world's oldest profession. The world's oldest profession is whatever the men use to pay for the whore. Whether it be logging, fishing, hunting, tracking, building. Those are the oldest. That's the world's second oldest profession. Welcome, Jones. Welcome to the show. We used to lock the mob up. Now we let them run the world. Yes. Look at Nancy Pelosi. Look at her brothers-in-law. Look at her people. Look at who she is, man. And that's as far as I want to go with Nancy. I don't want one of her wrinkled-ass goons showing up to me. I'm small time still. Thank God. Thank you, Most High. Because as long as I'm small time like I am right now, I still can talk freely. I can do what I want to do. But once I get big time, all that shit has to change. For obvious reasons. Right now, I feel like that old preacher. We started to show off in a little storefront church. I got a handful of people out there, but I'm preaching that truth. I'm preaching that realness. I'm giving it all I got. I'm staying faithful. I'm staying true past 2 years. Almost every day, a video. And I don't care if the chat room has one person. I don't care if the chat room had 1 million people. I'm still going to talk with the same passion, the same vigor, and the same accuracy as I do now. And anybody in the organization that's not about liberation, not about the truth, then they got to get to stepping. Because what I'm talking about is creeping in on society will creep in into your organization if you're not watching for it. The show's boundaries has increased by virtue of you, the chatter, by virtue of you, the listener, by virtue of you, the viewer. That's why, and I don't say this tongue in cheek, this is the people's show. This is your show, because there's people out there that can testify. When I sent True Power a message, check this brother out or check that brother out, he checked him out and got him on the show. And you can check that by going to the channel and seeing the interview. I've openly admitted that over 90% of the guests that appeared on this show, I was directed by a listener to check them out, and I did. I follow your suggestions. In many ways, you guys are the executive producer of the show. I'm just the host and the cameraman and the writer and the graphic artist and the wardrobe. I don't wear makeup. But you guys are the executive producers. So let that sink in. I want to scan this deal. It just refreshed again. Oh, this is funny. This is funny, Google. Prescription glasses. Sorry. Really? What makes you think I need glasses, Google? See, this is why I hate the algorithm. It's a piece of shit. Yes, I struggle with seeing the tiny fonts. Okay, so I do make the screen bigger from time to time. But you know what, friends? Those of you who are under 47 years old, once you get 40 years old, you see how well you look, or not well look, but well you see. These commercials let you know that they're listening. Might fuck around, you may have a chip on the motherfucker's brain. Cakes. Remember when I did not Bill Cosby, but Dick Gregory's birthday? Here's the cakes. When I was searching for cakes. But I ain't looking for no glasses, y'all. Work less, taxing schedule. And they know that I'm preparing my taxes, starting already preparing tax plus next quarter, or what, the quarter after next. This tax time. All right. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is what's so intrusive about the machine. Vixen 99, tat chit, or excuse me, tips and chat. Questions. Do you think they are so focused on eliminating the black people in America and Africa? Or, okay, why? We can speculate on why all day long. And seriously, that is a great conversation to have. But I'm not tripping on the why anymore. I don't need to know why you want to come in my house and blow my brains out. I don't need to know why you want to go to the school and poison the food. I don't need to know why you're going to go down to your local water department and put poisons and or anthrax into the motherfucker. I don't need to know why you're going to do something. Only thing I know is I'm seeing you prepare the vow. I'm seeing you load up the gun. I'm seeing you talk to others about taking this motherfucker out. That's all I need. And that's all that you should need. And for that, all we got to do is look at history and a track record of fascist and totalitarianism, coupled with a sprinkle of racism on top. And then it's very crystal clear to see that the elimination of blacks, not only in America, but worldwide, is coming. The reason why is irrelevant at this point. Big, welcome to the show. Peace and power. What I ask to you, kind of as a counter, Vixen, how does it benefit black folks to be sold in most entertainment medium a image of dysfunction? How does it help Black folks to have leaders perpetuate the image of victimization without an image of victory? How does it help Black folks champion the causes of other groups and communities, but when it's time for them to help you and your causes, they're conveniently not there? Mark said something that really went over everybody's head on his show. And I do implore you guys, check out that video, man. You might have to watch it 2 or 3 times to fully get it. Christopher Darner, the one that was shot at the gun range by one of his own people. What was he doing at the gun range again, folks? He was training them boys for the next Civil War. So while you're sitting up there doing the little fucking latest dance move or getting your hair fucking dyed fire engine red, I'm telling you from reporting out here on the front lines, not in some area where everybody looks like me, literally out here on the front fucking lines. These motherfuckers are practicing with their weapons. Hell, most of you guys get a fucking AK-47 or AR-15. You wouldn't even know how to break the motherfucker apart to clean it. You keep on firing that motherfucker until it gets so cloggy and you'll get a fucking powder buildup in that motherfucker. The next bullet's gonna blow up in your fucking hands. How many motherfuckers out there really know how to sharpen a sword, sharpen a knife? So you want to talk about extermination and genocide without talking about defense and weaponry? Well, then, in actuality, well, I know you do, Shogun. Like I said, most of these statements aren't even for you guys in the chat room. You guys are on fucking hip. Shit, most of you guys are generals, captains, and soldiers. But I'm talking about to the ones who aren't, because a lot of people have these thoughts that Vixen is expressing in their minds. They just don't have no direction, man. They don't have the uncle. They don't have the father. They didn't have grandpa. Show you how to take that gun apart, clean her out right. Show you how to go down there and trap something so you can get something to eat. There was a brother I talked to, man. I want to put this thing in perspective so it's crystal fucking clear so you understand what time it is. This brother was, he was like a building maintenance of this place I was working at. And we're sitting outside. I was smoking a cigarette. Sister Alexandra, peace and power. Welcome to the show. And thank you for calling in the other day. And I was out there smoking a cigarette. And me and the brother started talking, you know. He had mentioned that he was in a gang, you know, he was a ganger. And plus I saw the tattoos on his shit. And we were just talking, man, because he had lived in this neighborhood. He actually works in the neighborhood that he lived in. And we was just talking about the neighborhood, and then we talked about jail. You know, he asked me if I ever been locked up. I was like, nah, man, you know, jail is just, you know, not my deal, you know. And, you know, it was what it is. So he started talking about his jail experience. And I asked him, I said, you know, how bad is the race thing here in Missouri jails? You know, because we all know, like in California, the race thing's all out of control. He's like, yeah, you know, he's like, it's pretty bad, you know, but it's different, right? He's like, brother, man, you know, you're big, brother. You go in there, man. You know, people are going to probably try to get you to join up with their people or whatever, you know, and you know, you kind of have to click up in some kind of way. He said when a white boy comes in there, he's like, those people already got him like a little care package together. They got like someone to walk with him, show him the ropes and shit. I'm like, wait. You mean you go to all these brothers, they always boasting and bragging about jail. And here the white folks are, when they go to jail, they're taking care of their people. When brother goes in jail, man, you better link up with somebody else. You're just going to be a victim. And I was like, man, don't tell me there has to be some sort of unity in there. He's like, nah, not really. Now, he was cool because people out here on the streets knew who he was. So when he went in there, he already had people up in there, family and people from the street. What I'm telling you guys, the only reason why I brought that story up is to show that there is a way certain cultures carry themselves that we don't. Most cultures, when they see one of the same culture, they don't look at them in a fearful way. They don't look at them like that's the enemy. They don't scowl at them when the brother or sister say, hey, good morning. Hey, what's up? How you doing? They don't look at you like you're the fucking enemy. But a lot of us do. In fact, when I was delivering, I was a truck driver, I was delivering in Illinois, I was delivering some cigarettes. What was that town? Mattoon, Illinois. And it was the second discount smoke chain there in town. I was delivering it, right? And the brother walked up to me because, man, back in the 80s, I would have stuck you up, brother. That's what he's telling me, dude. I'm sitting there holding a fucking case of cigarettes. I'm like, brother, I looked at him, man. I go, brother, man, you wouldn't have to stick me up. Hell, I would have jumped in this motherfucker and said, where you want me to drop these off at, man? And just went back and reported I was hijacked. And he looked at me like I was crazy. We're so quick to want to hurt each other, not show each other's love. How do you think those Italian people came up when back in New York? Hey, this fell off the truck. Well, who was the driver? There was an Italian boy that was driving that damn truck. And it fell right off the truck, right into another Italian's hands. But see, we got to evolve past that bullshit. We got to show that type of love to humanity point blank. If not, then we'll be talking about another type of genocide after ours goes down. I would rather win the lottery and help people than become a puppet and lose myself. That is so true. But you got to understand. And I'm trying to get you guys to. Can we start thinking in terms of humanity and those outside of humanity? Okay. Now, whether humanity's all united or not, that's irrelevant. Because once I finish this, hopefully they'll all lock in. If there are things outside of humanity that has bodies in the three-dimensional realm, that has what we consider the life experience as well, would it not behoove them to ensure that humanity never unites as one entity? Would it not behoove them to ensure that humanity stays in perpetual warfare and ignorance so that we don't have to compete against humanity out here in the universe? Instead of brown first, instead of black first, instead of white first, instead of red first, instead of whatever subgroup first, why can it not be human first? Human power. Now I'm talking to the way future. Y'all ain't going to hear me on that. I'm talking to the future. But hopefully those of you who will be the past for the future to come, you are hearing me. The rest of you guys are just go out and do whatever you guys want. Drink your fucking beer. Do your fucking whatever the fuck you do. Just go out and have fun. I'm talking to the humans who are getting it. Human first. Instill human first principles into your seed, and they will instill into theirs, and we will win. Because I hate to tell you, unlike the Jews, after the black genocide in the United States occur, there will be no homeland given to the survivors, if there indeed are any. The way we're tracking, there more than likely not be. You guys keep on thinking this technology is a fucking joke. Hold on. I just want to show you just how much of a joke it really is. Boston Dynamics. Oh, well, looky here. Look what Atlas.
According to Wikipedia.
No, we're not doing no Wikipedia bullshit. Down low, slow them motherfucker now. Let me let me put this in here so y'all can see. Oh, and that battery shit, that's only for us peons on the lower tier. There's power systems that can power things indefinitely, and they already have them. What? Do you guys not recall? There's been a satellite out there in outer space for over 20-something fucking years, still sending back info, still sending back signals, which requires energy. Now, of course, you won't get that technology down here. They'll be damned if they give you a car that runs for 20 years. That's bad for business. Hold on. Let me play this from the beginning. But before I played this, picture this thing being armed with a couple of swords. I'm just doing basic shit. A sword, an axe, a minigun with a minigun ammo bag on back. Maybe a couple of rockets on its a mortar tubes on its legs. Now picture that doing what this is about ready to do. Yeah, you're gonna fight that. That shit could do some Karate Kid on your ass. You're gonna fight that? Meat and flesh, you're done. Meat and flesh, you're done. You're fucking done, and you're too dumb to already realize it. The only thing you got is liberation now. Common cause and purpose. But since people ain't hearing me, for now, I'm telling you, the future is going to curse you guys if you allow this shit to happen. Where's my visual fucking aid? If you guys allow that fucking shit to happen, the future is going to curse your fucking worthless asses. We can stop this shit right now, but nope, we're not. I'm just being real. I'm being honest, man. I want to believe the dream, but fuck, I can't fall back asleep. So the only thing I can do is share future bits of the nightmare with you. This is real, y'all. And when these robots are unleashed, not just this robot, don't forget all the little micro drones, the little insect drones. Bill Gates working on that. Don't believe me? Bill Gates working on a mosquito that's robotic. First story. Bill Gates released swarming mosquitoes to make a point. So you can keep on playing your fucking games. You can keep on acting, oh my God. But I'm telling you, the technology of the future is going to be in the hands of the most evil, not the most high, but the most evil and deprived, decadent individuals you can ever believe. You wish this getting stuck up the ass would be the level of their depravity. It's going to be a real freak show in the future. Now, I know a lot of my evangelical friends and religious friends are going to, they're going to adamantly say, well, this is why God is coming to destroy this, so it doesn't get so far out of hand. You do realize the apostles thought that Jesus was going to come like a few years after he disappeared, right? They thought they were going to see it in their lifetime. What do you think is going to happen in another 2,000 years from today? Another 2,000 years on this present course that we're on. What do you think the world's going to look like? You think it's going to be rainbow and kumbaya? Or do you think it's going to be a bunch of mechs, cyborgs, and straight up creatures roaming the land. We should have laws in place saying, no, geneticists, you're not going to tamper with our DNA or the plants or any other DNA. We should have the corporations ring, your profits does not supersede our liberty. Your ability to make money does not supersede our ability to enjoy life. And the most important, we should hold our governments accountable. No more are you going to drug test the fucking janitor while you senators, presidents, prime ministers getting coked out, doing God knows what, and making rules and regulations to control the masses. Nope. You guys get drug tested constantly and leave the janitor alone. But until we fundamentally start seeing the world like that, please, I just say enjoy your little fantasy before you're crushed. Because if you're not in that bloodline, man, you ain't shit. Now, you may run around here kicking other motherfuckers in the ass, but as soon as you're finished kicking us, guess what? Them robots, guess what? Them robots are coming for you. Right there, the minigun. That's crazy. Motherfucker did a split. A lot of you humans can't do a split in midair like that. And this robot can? How many of you guys can... Hold on. How many of you guys can do this routine? Stand on your elbow. What? Hold on. Vixen, don't fall for the game, though. Check this out. The only reason why they're letting the world get out of hand so bad is when it gets to such a level, it's just going to be a miracle, but there's going to be a revolutionary peacemaking robot that you don't have to pay. It will keep the peace. You see where this is going now? We can't trust you guys to police yourself. There's too many racist cops. There's too many corrupt federales. We can't trust you guys to do that no more. But the robot's good. Remember Star Wars, Order 66. Order 66. But we ain't dealing with Jedis and clones. We're dealing with robots. Damn, people, damn. Your magic ain't gonna work in the flesh. Metal versus flesh is the final battle. And I'm telling you right now, we shit our pants fighting each other. Just imagine what's going to happen to our trousers when we have to fight a mechanical being. This is the bit. I mean, it could jump around with machine gun. Sister Barbara, welcome to the show. Wow, 90th, welcome to the show. And that's 2019. That wasn't a million years ago. Honestly, it was just a few years ago. Or a few months ago. Honestly, not years, but months. Transhumanism. Yes, everything's trans. You got men trying to be women. You got women trying to be men. Now you're going to have humans trying to be robots. You see what's going on? No one's happy with what they are. No one sees the intrinsic value of who or what they are. And those who do see it, the rest of society will not recognize it in you. Because those who are running this place are Jenners. Those who are running this place are RuPaul's. Those who are running this place are Jeffrey Epstein's. those who are running this place are the Clintons. I'm not saying they're I'm talking about they're that type of mindset. Aleister Crowley, dead in the ground. Martin Luther King, dead in the ground. Malcolm X, dead in the ground. JFK, dead in the ground. Genghis Khan, dead in the ground. Adolf Hitler. I know something you don't know. When we look at where we've been, it has no bearings on where we're going. Hopefully, and I sincerely hope that you all will do some research today. Just a couple of things to show you the game, man. Look up BRICS, look up Turkey, look up Ashley Turton, Turton. She was a lobbyist. Oh, she's also in the grave. And look up the United States' ability to send astronauts into outer space, and ask yourself, if Russia is such a enemy, I mean, that'd be like, let me be careful now. That would be like black nationalists asking white nationalists for a ride to either a rally or some sort of deal that they need to get done. If Russia's supposed to be our arch fucking enemy, the enemy of liberty and hate, and they're just haters, then why do we use them to put our defense satellites into orbit? To put our astronauts into orbit? Hopefully they'll be kind enough to give our Space Force a ride, right? It's just a game, y'all. It's just a game. Now, seeing how we aren't collectively electing to quit playing the game, I'm asking from the bottom of my heart, all you guys who are losers from the start, because this game's already rigged, I'm asking you, let's band together and beat the shit out of the creators of this particular game, spiritually and psychologically. Because one thing I would never advocate, brothers and sisters, unless you have to defend your body and your family and your loved ones and your friends, or just humans in general. I do not advocate violence against another human being. I do advocate violence against those outside of the Earth's biosphere, oddly enough, because most of the turmoil inside of here was caused by their corrupting of minds and giving a little technology to people so that they can be advanced. Because if you look at World War II, after World War II, the technology field in many respects, especially as far as rocketry in the United States, has gone down. It climaxed during the so-called moon landings, and then after that, start going down. Now we don't even launch our own rockets. But we do have spaceships. You better believe that. Well, this will include TPIM SR Live. I'm your host, True Power's Mind. Let me get back to that cool picture. I will be looking, hopefully Black Sun will be making that video today at some point. And I'm going to either live stream it as she's doing her show or somehow try to get it and rebroadcast it on this channel for sure, because this information is groundbreaking. But I ask you sincerely, live your life of integrity without hate, envy, or greed. Brothers and sisters, let's please try to be kinder to each other. Peace, power, love, unity, respect, dignity, and liberation. I'm out. And peace.